showing up in the right way. I'm sure you've heard of personal branding before. You've heard of brands? Well, most of the time when people talk about brands, they talk about McDonald's and Tim Hortons and all of these huge companies. The challenge with that is that those companies have spent millions and millions of dollars and years and years and years reinforcing their company's brand. So that if you live in Canada and you don't recognize what a Tim Hortons logo looks like, there is something wrong with you, not their marketing department. But what can we learn from these companies? And I looked at this brand and I thought, well, what is it? And the best definition of a personal brand that I've ever heard is that it is the gut reaction that people have when they think about you. When my dad was alive, he used to say, I wouldn't trust that guy as far as I could throw him. If you're in the financial services, if you're a business owner, if you're doing anything that's serving somebody else, and you're the person that's being said about, not good. That is not a good personal brand. So what can we learn from the big guns, the big brands? It's this. What do people see? What do people feel? And what do people hear when they interact with you? Would they like you? Would they trust you? Would they actually believe that you're competent? Would they choose you over your competition? Actually, better question, would you choose you over your competition? And it can be the smallest thing that can influence our brand. But I always like to think of it that every time you interact with someone, it is either going to add to, subtract from, or reinforce the opinion that they have of you. Now, that doesn't mean that we always have to be absolutely on. Because there are times that I go to hot yoga and I realize that I need to get something from the grocery store, and there I am in my sweaty clothes, in the yoga pants, and you run into the one person you don't want to run into. But that makes us human. That's natural. If you're walking around and you have 3 children and you're pulling the temper tantrum, no, you're not pulling the temper tantrum. They are. But if you're the one pulling the temper tantrum and treating the cashier really poorly, that's going to impact your brand.